Persona 3 Reload is less than 48 hours away, and the reviews have just started to roll in from most game journalists, such as IGN, PressStart, Voxel and Screen Rant. Some of the reviewers have answered a few of our lingering questions that we had that weren't directly stated by ATLUS themselves. Let's check out what the common consensus is and pick up those extra details before the game drops worldwide on February 2nd. It's Dwayne here from DweHQ, but before we jump in, I wanted to say a quick thank you to all the new subscribers. I had set a sub goal of 2,000 before February 2nd, and we have smashed that goal. I will set a new goal of 2,500 subscribers for the end of February, as I'm planning to do much more Persona content once the game drops. So if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash the like button and consider subscribing. Let's begin. Let's start off with the overall review scores. The common scores I've seen have been 9 out of 10s, but after reading and watching some reviews, I believe that most Persona fans will rate this as a 10 out of 10 in their book. When it comes down to it, most of the general reviews will do comparisons to Persona 5, but as the game was made originally in 2006, and this is a remake from the ground up, it still follows the main original stories to a T. Some of the reviewers have noted that the social links do feel a bit dated, however remain true to the main script, and are even further elevated with the voice acting available for all ranks of the social link. This is then supported by the new nighttime events, which highlight the new writing and help develop the C's team and the social links that you meet. We've also had confirmation that there doesn't seem to be any new major story elements. We have had confirmation from ATLUS directly that the answer would not be present, but this has been reaffirmed, which I'll talk a little bit more about towards the end of the video. However, we have had some new information that both Liam O'Brien and Michelle Ruff, previous voice actors of Akihiko and Yukari, they'll actually be playing in the game as Officer Kurosawa and the Maya Edo Antiques store owner accordingly. Looking at the overall scores on Metacritic, the game is sitting around 90, which is extremely fantastic for any piece of media. However, I believe what will make this a 10 out of 10 for most Persona fans is the extra love provided to the party members. This point was unanimously praised by all the reviews, which undoubtedly makes the fans fall in love with the cast, or they will remember why they loved them in the first place. Even though the new voice talent delivers their own take on the characters, it never feels out of place or uncharacteristic in nature. The visuals are night and day when comparing Reload to the PlayStation 2 original, and the character portraits are the best they've ever looked in a Persona game. The new songs found on the soundtrack are instant classics and don't detract from the original. Shortly after the review embargoes dropped, the developers at ATLUS were interviewed about the game, and whether fans can expect a royal or golden treatment for this game, such as Persona 4 L5. Plenty of comments on my videos in particular also said that they would wait for this enhanced version to come along, but ATLUS have advised that this is the only version of the game they are planning to make. So what does that mean for us fans of Portable? And the answer? Well, at the moment, that leaves us with more questions than answers. And through very recent findings, prominent Persona leaker Midori on Twitter has found the following. Persona 3 Reload will receive DLC containing the answer in the future. Please wait for more information at a later date. We are planning to release downloadable content that will make the gameplay of Persona 3 Reload even more enjoyable. Episode Igus, or known as the Answer in the West, will also be included. Multiple DLCs are planned and will release within the physical year. The current DLC plan for Persona 3 Reload is modeled around the DLC in Sega titles such as Lost Judgment. The note of multiple DLCs would indicate something else besides the answer. And it was further clarified by Midori that there'll be no female main character in any of the DLC.
Izanagi! Dude!
Oops. This includes cosmetics and music that'll be added as part of this DLC. So at this stage, it may look like it might be just the answer and some extra costumes, music, etc., similar to Persona 5 Royals DLC. My speculation is that ATLUS may release this expansion a little bit further down the line and then bundle this together with the very heavily rumored Switch 2. I wouldn't expect this until at least next year or very late 2024. DLC experiences are not unknown to Persona, as seen with Persona 5 Tactica and its very questionable Day 1 DLC, Repaint Your Heart, featuring Akechi and Kazumi from Persona 5 Royal. If they are using Lost Judgment as their base, the Kaito Files was a DLC where you could take control of Yagami's partner, Kaito, for a more Yakuza-styled experience. It'll be interesting to see how they take this as inspiration, whether it's just the pricing style or whether they actually take it to create more content for Persona 3. So tell me of your thoughts in the comments about the reviews and the seemingly announced DLC. Be sure to check out my recent Persona 3 video detailing all the game's different editions. It was Dwayne here from Dewey HQ. I'll see you in the next video.